Hello, how are you? And welcome to the Manager's Journey with me, John, aka Old Man Sudor. This is our new save. It's called the Manager's Journey. It's other names that you could call it would be non-league to legend or outcast to icon, that sort of thing. And it's our save. It's our realistic save. So we can start as a brand new manager who has just taken over his first team in the Vanarama lowest leagues, like the Vanarama North or South. In this case, it's actually the Vanarama North. I'll show you which team it will be soon. But we can start off, and then realistically, we're going to look at how we can maybe progress through the ranks, changing teams, and get into the highest reaches of world football. And what do I consider highest reaches of world football? It's being in one of those big European teams, the Man U's, Juventus's, that sort of stuff. If we can make it to one of those big sides and then maybe win Champions League, maybe take over a national team like England, obviously being English, and maybe win the World Cup or something like that would be absolutely brilliant. So I'm hoping this will be a really good long-term save, going all the way up to pretty much when FM20 will come out, probably next October, November time. So hopefully this will be a really long save. Obviously, this year so far, or this Football Manager year, since FM19 came out, I've done sort of mini saves, or in the case of the Aston Villa one, I had to stop it. As I've mentioned before in other videos and on Twitter and that sort of stuff, obviously my daughter was ill and I just didn't feel like I could fully commit to a long-term save, but she's on the mend now. Obviously she's had surgery and all that sort of stuff, and she's doing really well, and I think now I can sort of commit to it. So this is hopefully what we're going to do, and every little thing that we do will hopefully mean that we can, every little decision we make will be based in sort of a realistic view. To help with that as well, and because it's called the Manager's Journey, we need a manager, and this is our manager. It's Mike Slepford. As you can see, I've sort of created a career for him and everything like that. He started off at Leicester, went on loan at Walsall and Peterborough for a little bit, then ended up at Luton. Then went to Coventry, went to Northampton Town, and actually ended up at Brackley for a few seasons, sort of as you saw out the last of his career. He's been out of football for a few years while he did his coaching badges, and is now sort of got his badges and has got his first job. And his first job is with Brackley Town, just sort of on the border of sort of Northamptonshire, Oxfordshire. As I said, it felt sort of quite fitting because that's where he sort of finished his career and that sort of stuff. And I thought it was quite good. I've tried to make his stats as you would sort of see him, make his sort of stats in the game, which I'll show you in a minute, to show what he was as a footballer, because he never really made it to like Premiership or anything like that. So I only put him like as a regional footballer, which I don't know if you can see it anywhere here. He's got his coaching badges, he's only got his B, he's done his last few. Reputation is national, but when you created them, I put regional level. You can see a past playing experience, regional level. Favourite clubs I put as Coventry, because he played for Coventry 171 times. He played for Luton 115 times. The rest of the teams he plays for sort of 30-40. Stats wise, to me, he was a defensive midfielder. That's what position in my head I visioned he played. So he's quite good at the defence, fitness, but he's not particularly coaching on the attacking side. It's the same as with the goalkeeper stuff. And I've tried to do it sort of a roundabout way, but his adaptability up quite a bit due to the fact that we want him to obviously move clubs and that sort of stuff. Makes it a little bit easier. He's a bit of a discipline, bit of an old horse in that sort of one. And I think we've done quite well. Hopefully you can sort of see his playing career there, and I'll maybe try and put out maybe something a little bit clearer at some point. I sort of did a nice little bit of artwork that I got inspired by FMU designs, and I thought it looked really nice actually. So I think it's going to be a really fun save. I really do. I think it's going to be an absolutely brilliant save. If we go over now, you'll see what I mean by all the stuff. I've got to make sure I click onto the right page, and you will see, as I can hear now, what I mean by the stats and everything like that. His defending's on 8. I think overall we've made it sort of reasonably realistic. Favourite club, as a supporter it says Coventry, but it's only because I can't have it as a player. I would love to. One thing I'd like actually about Football Manager to do is for you to be able to flesh out a backstory for your managers a bit more, if you wanted to, that is. So you could have like your favourite club as a player was, in this case, would have been Coventry. You know, you could have said they played at a number of different squads or something like that. Your teams. I just think it'd be quite nice if you could flesh out a bit more, and it could, and it helped define the coaching and your stats basically, and sort of what jobs that you could get offered and that sort of stuff. Because let's face it, if your favourite club's Coventry, if you're a Coventry icon because you played 200 times for them, whatever, the likelihood is that some of the Birmingham teams you're not going to go for because they're your sort of closest rivals. Maybe some, or if you take Man U, you wouldn't particularly go to Man City or Liverpool. I mean, take Paul Scholes. Paul Scholes is is it Oldham? I think is it at the moment. If he has fantastic success at Oldham, works his way up, in 10 years' time, he's not going to go to become the Liverpool manager, I would imagine, because he's a Man U man, if that makes sense. It could happen, I guess, but in my mind, I just couldn't see it happening. So I think it'd be really cool if you could have that interaction. I don't know if it would, how easy it would be to be able to do. But yeah, this is the guy, Mike Slepford. I think it's quite a nice little unique thing to do, creating this backstory for him. And it does mean like things, if the Coventry position ever came up, we would probably go for it. You know, especially if it was sort of around the same sort of league we were in or above us, because obviously that would be something we would be really looking to do. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm hoping it would be, it'll work out sort of well. But we will try and use this. Same bit like if Luton maybe came or something like that, we'd maybe go for it as well. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it'll work out anyway. Right. So there's, as you can see, I've literally just laid out the game. I haven't even gone through everything yet. Quickly have a look at the squad. I haven't thought about a tactic or anything like that. I'll sort of get to the first game and we'll sort of have a look at all that stuff later on. And to be honest, it looks like we've got a reasonably good side. Got quite a good got quite a lot of midfielders that are actually really good. Especially, we've got about 4 midfielders, central midfielders, 1 or 2 that maybe can play out on the right. We've got a good winger as well, good defender. Got a reasonably decent striker. Probably maybe do with another striker, sort of make it a 4 or 5 star striker would be really nice. Definitely could do with a goalie. I mean, we've got a 2.5 star goalie at the moment. Looks like our best in Danny Lewis. So we could definitely do with a goalie, I would say. Maybe just need to sort of help 1 or 2 positions just to take us to that next level, if you know what I mean, sort of thing. But overall, it looks like we've got a reasonably good squad. If we go to the team report, defence lack quality depth at centre back. So yeah, we could do maybe a bit more defence. Well, you've got 1 left wing back. Excuse me. There's not a great deal of depth outside. So yeah, we just need a little bit of depth. I think we'll be okay. Surprising that there's nothing really about goalies there overall. Just to let you know a bit more about Brackley Town, in case you don't. As I said, they are sort of near sort of the border of Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire, and Northamptonshire. I'm losing where I am. Probably most things people think will know is it's more around Formula 1 Brackley Town and that sort of stuff, or Brackley as well. I think it's where Mercedes are, or it was where Haas was. I always get it mixed up which one was which. But yeah, I think so. I think we could do quite well with this team. They play at St James's Park from the looks of it. Yeah, not anything really too big. They've had 1 FA trophy they've won. We've got 1 hot prospect, Aaron Cole, who looks actually quite good for a 17-year-old. Doesn't look too bad. Goalkeeper, definitely could do with a bit more. Obviously, you've got training facilities aren't brilliant, and the youth facilities aren't great either. Key player is Sterling James, or Omar Sterling James. I call him Sterling James. I think it would be better. Right winger, obviously looks very, very good for this level at 24 years old. He might be someone that we sort of base the team around. Apart from that, though, I don't think there's much else. What finances have we got? Not a lot of finances. I mean, finances don't worry too much, because obviously we will be looking to leave the club probably in a season or 2. But obviously, if we can leave them in a good position, that would be absolutely fantastic. we get a little bit of we've got no transfer budget, we've got a little bit of wage budget, so we can get 1 or 2 players in, especially on loan. I think we can get a couple of players in as well. Staff wise, how is our staff? We've got no scouting staff and we've got no medical staff, so it's something I'm going to have to look at is building the staff up overall. Schedule wise, we've got a couple of friendlies. Got Kettering, my quite local-ish town. Obviously I'm a Rushden and Diamonds when it comes to the non-leagues, but Kettering, yeah, they're not too far away either. But the first game will be against Bradford PA from the looks of it overall. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to play around a little bit, get some staff in, maybe get some players in, and we'll get to the Bradford game and we'll play the first game. Well, in fact, actually, we won't play the first game. What we'll do is we'll get to this point. I'll show you who I've signed, and then the next game we'll play Bradford and Alfreton, I think. So yeah, I'll see you in a flash, guys. Right, guys, so we've made a couple of signings, as you can see. Everything down to Sean Jeffers was done before I joined the club, or before Mike joined the club. So the first guy we got in was Andrew Dorber. I think this guy looks absolutely fantastic goalkeeper for this level. I think he could be a really, really good purchase for us overall. Yeah, it looks got loads of bags of potential, good current ability, pretty good goalkeeping, could do a bit better on the mentals for definite. Physical wise, he's not too bad, I guess, but I still think for this level, or maybe even the division up, I think this is a really good goalkeeper for us. So really, really happy that we got him on a free. Next guy we got in was Sam Patterson, a right back, who, again, he's one of those, he doesn't have any big stats in his technicals, but they're all sort of 9s and 8s and that, and where it matters, tackling, marking, passing, he's not too bad. Again, can improve. He's only 24 years old. Mentals, and you're never going to get brilliant stats at this level. So, you know, this is a good average player for us, I feel, overall. So really happy with that one. We then got Jordan Norville Williams from Cambridge Online. I didn't realise we were affiliated with Cambridge and Northampton Town. I didn't realise that until I looked at it. But yeah, this guy here is, well, he's probably too good for this level, to be honest. As you can see, he's 4.5 stars, 5-star ability for this level. Wing-back, full-back, on the left, obviously just helps improve the squad massively. And the last person we got in was Daniel Van. Again, another central defender, good heading, not bad marking or tackling. Overall, I think he's got good physicals, he's got pretty good mentals. Technical-wise, he will improve a little bit. He's only 19 years old, but he's 4-star ability. I know this is sort of, don't believe the stars so much, but yeah, I think this guy could do a really good job for us overall. And as so, we've made a number of signings. I feel like we've done some good business overall. Still maybe looking at maybe getting one more loan player in. I might look at getting, say, someone like a striker in. We've got one decent-ish striker in Lee Nidvu. I'm not sure how you pronounce that last name, but he's not been doing too bad for us. As you can see, they've scored 7 goals in 6 non-competitive appearances for us. But I wonder if we could just do with someone who's that next step up again. But we'll wait and see. We might see how we do, and then see if we can get someone before the transfer market closes. Overall, schedule-wise, as you can see, we've done absolutely brilliant in our friendlies. We obviously beat Brackley 2-0. We then beat Leyton Orient, which was a really good result for us. They're a team in the league above us. 6-3, very, very good result for us overall. As you can see there, Nidu Armisen getting the goals for us. James Armisen actually got a hat-trick for us overall. We then beat Kettering 2-0. Farnborough 3-1, Stourbridge 4-1, and then Mid-Hall we beat 7-1. Mid-Hall, obviously a team that we should be beating. They are a non-league, or compared to us, a non-league side. So overall, we've not done bad. We could have maybe done with 1 or 2 more games overall, but I think, again, we can't really complain too much. No injuries or anything like that in the squad. It's all looking very, very good. I'm going to leave the episode here. Obviously, next episode we will play the first game, which is against Bradford PA. I'm still going to play around with 1 or 2 little more bits. Oh, I forgot to say, staff-wise, you can see we've got a couple of staff in as well, so we're looking pretty good on that one. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Let me know what you think of the the save. Let me know what you think of the signings. Remember to subscribe and like and all that sort of stuff. Remember to go and follow my other series as well. The Big Sam Challenge using the 0304 database that the mad scientist created. It was absolutely fantastic database. I think we're going to do pretty well. I think we've got a good season ahead of us personally. If you look at it, I think we are in a prime position maybe to fight the likes of York and Kidderminster and Stockport and really make a challenge and get our name out there and look for that next sort of role that will take us, to the next level sort of thing. Like I said, remember to like, remember to subscribe. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.